In this video, I would like to show you how to use Calendly. Now, why exactly should you even use Calendly? It is basically a platform for you to schedule your Talk to the Creator sessions. So what you can do here is you can basically accept dates that people can set with you. So for instance, if you say, well, I'm interested in giving this online creator session, this Facebook group creator session next week on, let's say, Wednesday at 6 o'clock, then you can put this in here and people can then apply for that session. So anyway, what we first of all want to do is we want to have a look at the pricing. To be honest, I think you should go with the free version, as it says right here. The free version basically gives you one kind of event type. So basically, for instance, if it is the creator session, you can have something like a 15-minute call, a 30-minute call, a 1-hour call, a 5-hour call, whatever you're up to. And this is basically considered one event. So if it's one event, that's fine. Then this is completely for free. You don't get a lot of things in here, but it's definitely enough in my mind. You get, for instance, the emails, you get, for instance, of course, the dates. You can make your own, let's call it like little landing page where people can go to and where they can apply, let's say, for these dates. If you, of course, want to go with the premium version or the pro version, that's fine as well. But I think in the beginning, we should definitely start with the $0 free version. So anyway, you have to click on sign up. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to click on login and I'm going to log into my account right here. So what we want to do now is basically a complete tutorial on how to create proper, let's say, meetings in here on Calendly. So basically what I currently have are two different dates, and this is one time a 15-minute coaching session and a 60-minute mentoring. So how exactly can you create an event type? Well, when you log in, you only have one event type to choose from, and these two are part of one event type. So basically you can create many sessions. So basically you can create, let's say, another, let's go with a 30-minute call or something like that. So this is actually a one-on-one. So let's click on create. And now we can call this, for instance, 30-minute coaching call. Or this could be like creator call or something like that. Then location would, for instance, be, you could do it like that, Zoom. And then what you want to do is you want to give the specific Zoom number. So basically the code to this Zoom meeting. So let's actually just write in here Zoom number, just as an example. Of course, what you want to do later on is the number that basically leads to the Zoom event. You want to plug this in here basically. All right, then description instructions could be, in this case, just download Zoom and then type in the number provided above as soon as the meeting starts. And we can say, for instance, all right, this is a 30-minute coaching call. Let's actually stick with only 30 min because that's a little bit easier to find. So I'll always like that. And then down here we can say, well, the color, let's say, is this kind of greenish color. Okay, let's click on next. And then we are almost done with this event. What you want to do right now is you want to basically check the event duration. In this case, it would be 30 minutes. Then the date range. Events can be scheduled over 60 rolling days. I think this is fine. Then event time zone, you're in Central European time. Your invitees will see your availability in their local time zone. That's fine as well. I think that's exactly what we want, actually. And then down here, availability, set your available hours when people can schedule meetings with you. And now what I can say, for instance, is I want to be, let's say, available for them every Wednesday at 6 o'clock my time. So what I do is I go in here, and actually let's delete all of those right here, because normally this is this is basically the dates that I'm available. So I'm literally available every single day. So let's actually, let's apply that to all Mondays. And let's do it with this one as well. Let's apply that to all Tuesdays. So basically what I'm doing right now is I'm just deleting the dates so we can go with new ones. So this just takes a second. And now we are already done. So, okay, now we have a completely free time schedule. What I want to do is I want to schedule, let's say, this Talk to the Creator session every Wednesday at 6 o'clock in the evening. So let's click on here and let's add a new interval, and let's say we are going with 6 o'clock in the evening. So we have to type in 6:30 p.m. And then over here we type in let's say the entire thing lasts an hour, so 7:30. And then of course PM as well. And we say, all right, we're going to apply this to all Wednesdays. So basically every single day of the week, we are going to have, we're going to have this talk to the creator session. So hide this event from your main Calendly page. No. So let's click on next. And then we are already done with that. The only thing we now have to do is basically check back, all right, is everything fine with this? So as we can see up here, the name is 30-minute coaching call, or we can actually just, let's rename that to, let's say, talk to the creator session, talk to the creator session. It lasts, of course, let's say an hour. So let's actually go with something else right here. Let's actually go with 60 minutes. And let's click on save and close. There is an error. Oh, because we already have one. Okay, so it's actually 60 minutes to save and close. And then down here, what we're going to do is we're going to change that to 60 minutes, save and close. And then down here, we can now add invitee questions. So for instance, we can ask them for the full name. We can ask them for the email address. I think it's all very fine. And of course, we can also add other things, such as, let's say, the question, in which Facebook group of mine are you in? And then click on apply, and then we have 3 questions right here. I think this should be fine. And then down here, let's actually first of all click on save and close. And then down here we got invitee notifications. So email confirmations, your invitee will receive an email confirmation with links to create their own Calendly calendar event. Then email cancellations, email notifications will be sent to invitee if you cancel the event. And then down here, email reminders, an invitee will receive a reminder email before a scheduled event at specific times. So I think all of that is fine. So let's click on save and close. And then down here, we can add some custom links and we can also collect payments, but I think we don't want that right now. So actually this is fine. So we're going to leave it like that. And as we can see, your event type is on. So it's live right now. When we click, for instance, right here and click on share your link, we can take, for instance, one of these links and we can plug them in, and then we can see how our events look like. So actually let's do that right now. And as we can see, we have these events right here. Actually, right now, we only have this one event, talk to the creator session. And then when people click on it, they can then, for instance, say, all right, I want to have it on this Wednesday. I want to be part of it on, let's say, Wednesday, the 27th of December, and so on and so on. So actually, let's go back. Let's click up here. And then what we want to do is we want to just go down to calendar connection. And now we can actually connect our calendar, for instance, to Google Calendar, to Office 365, to Outlook, and to so many other platforms. Now, do I recommend you use that, or do I recommend you to do that? Well, it really depends on you. To be honest, I don't use Google Calendar and I don't use Office 365. So if you're using it, that's fine. If not, not a problem. So anyway, let's click on dashboard right here. And now we can see, all right, we have this talk to the creator session. We have a 50-minute coaching session and a 60-minute mentoring call. Now, for instance, when we want to edit this, we just click on here and edit. If you want to copy our URL, we click on copy URL, and we can also, of course, email the URL at any given time. So you can share, for instance, this link right here with your followers, let's say on Facebook, inside your Facebook group, or of course, you can share it anywhere else, for instance, on your website. All right, thanks so much for watching, and we'll see each other in the next video.